We'd like to start the Audience Award. Audience Award is for financial innovation categories, and this is a pitch contest for businesses that pass the primary screening. 11 business appliers conduct presentations. And after you listen to the presentations, please vote to the most innovative business. You can read QR code from the screen or the ones in the chat section. This is where you can make a vote. Tokyo Financial Award 2023 Audience Award will go to the company which got the biggest vote. We are finishing the acceptance of the voting around 3:25, so I would encourage you to vote before that. At the back part of the venue, the company is setting the booth, so you can visit the booth you're interested in. So we'd like to start a 3-minute presentation from Japanese business operators. First, iChain presents their presentation. The presenter is iChain Chief Creative Officer, Mr. Cho Taishin. The floor is yours. Hello, everyone. My name is Taku from iChain. Embedded insurance solutions. I'd like to talk about insurance vending machine. Maybe you're wondering what it is. Let me introduce our product, spending 3 minutes. Have insurance solution as embedded service into the digital solution. We've seen this solution for the past several years. Prospective customers purchase goods and service, and insurance is embedded into the product. As a result, expected price. But when the customer purchases the products, the customer also can purchase insurance together. So that is a service we are providing. So this is an actual sample EC site. As a use case, let's say a customer is about to purchase a blood pressure monitor on arm. On the right bottom, there is an insurance vending machine. The customer clicks this icon, and this is what customer can see. Insurance to prevent the high blood pressure. And also insurance to repair the blood pressure monitor itself. So that's what we invented. So embedded insurance focuses on user experience. So together with product, we can make proposals of the insurance. And when customer click the button, they can access to the chat screen. Could be AI, could be human. And this is how the purchaser can purchase insurance as well. The health food also introduces this system. And this is how customer can purchase a repair cost insurance. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Cho. Next presentation is by Impact Circle. Presenter is Impact Circle Representative Director and President, Mr. Satoshi Takahashi. Over to you. Hello, I'm Takahashi from Impact Circle. This is the 3rd year of our business. We provide the DX platform of impact investment. In Japan, Southeast Asia, Philippines, we have offices and visualize impact and provide financial services. Let me briefly introduce myself. For the past 10 years, in Japan, Philippines, Cambodia, people who cannot use financial services, we wanted to help them to use it. So I've been involved in the fintech area. So the reason why I established this business, for the people who actually need like investment hasn't been made. That's what I realized for the past 10 years. One of the biggest reason is social problem solution. It's not considered for the decision making of the investors, so that funding is not going to the people who actually need. Maybe you've heard it before. Impact investment is getting attentions. And system platform which circulate. So that's what we are trying to build. Here is a vision we are trying to achieve. Blue arrows, risks and economic return. In addition to that, the impact. This has to be considered for the decision making of the investment. So that's what we are trying to provide. Impact investment, we have a DX platform, how we can visualize the impact of investment. So that's what we are working on. There are a wide range of financial players, and we are working with them, creating products and opportunities of the impact investment. At the same time, investment can be used for as a data. How we can finance impact and create impact and make it return. So we tried to create the role model internally as a phase one internally in Japan and the emerging countries. This is how we can provide finance and visualize so that the economic side and impact can be achieved both. So we are accumulating our record tracks. Let me introduce one. So we have a subsidiaries in Philippines. If the people can access a car, they can work as a driver and they can not suffer for poor. So those are the people we provide loans and that gain the visibility. And also for fishermen, we provide boats and we provide the support for the recovery of the devastated area. In Japan, 1 of 6 people are suffering in poverty. So we are providing cars so that they can access job opportunity. In Japan, in emerging countries, we are providing job opportunities and also opportunity to move away from poverty. Last October, the news media covered our initiatives too. So we are providing finance and impact. In addition to that, we make it visualized and provide return to investors.
So not only the profitability, but also how much impact can be brought about, what kind of social change has been brought about. We can visualize that. While providing this for affluent people, we can also provide this to the small investors as well by providing visualized reports. This is what we do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Takahashi. And let's move on to the next presentation by cycaltrust. The presenter is the company's web director, Iori Okawa. Please come to the stage, Ms. Okawa. I'm web director of cycaltrust. I'm Okawa. Thank you very much. At this company, we combine cyber and physical to realize the trust. Our vision is this: establish a trustworthy world with no lies. At this moment, what if a missile is dropped in this city? Have you ever considered such a situation seriously? In January, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government conducted an emergency drill assuming a missile is dropped in Tokyo. We are now facing a big geopolitical issue. The cyber attack is one of the contingency issues, and the damage is increasing more and more. And the ministries are also impacted by the hacking. And in May 2022, the Economic Security Promotion Act was enacted. The government screens the authenticity for these equipment in the system. There are 14 critical infrastructure sectors in the scope. The documents need to be submitted as a mandatory action. However, under this act, there are no existing available systems to comply with this act. People say that it's going to take 3 years to establish this system. So there are no existing available systems to comply with this Promotion Act. However, our system is already available effective April 1st. It's called Authentication System. Value chain and system, the sustainability chain are secured in the Web3 to prevent the manipulation. Even our company cannot collect information from the customers. Put it simply, by utilizing this authentication system, the necessary documents can be easily created by pushing a button for companies. Regarding this solution, the whole system needs to be consistent to prevent extra costs. So the standardization of this authentication system is necessary. ISO TC 307, we are participating in this session as well. Intellectual property and ISO open-close strategy is one of the strongest strengths for our company. And these are the members: CEO, Mr. Sue, and CTO, and the blockchain technology members as well. Our vision is establish a world, trustworthy world with no lies. Thank you very much for listening. Ms. Okawa, thank you very much for your presentation. And the next presentation is Protosure. The presenter is Japan's representative of Protosure, Mr. Taiki Asakawa. Please come to the stage. I'm Asakawa from Protosure. Thank you very much. No-code insurance development platform is the service that we provide. These are the issues that insurance companies are facing. We are trying to solve these issues. So there are two bottlenecks for the insurers. The Excel-based system has become a siloed operations, and there is a lot of paperwork, which is cumbersome operations for the insurers. In order to respond to a fast-paced environment, we'd like to provide a support for the insurers. No-code insurance platform that we provide can do these things. People can change the system on their own under this no-code platform, and it also enables automation in details, so it makes the development speed faster. And there's already a package solution available, so you don't have to build a cloud system. I'm sorry, you don't have to build a system from scratch. So this is one of the examples for no-code platform. This is how you can develop something. You can just select parts by dragging and dropping, and then please just follow the UI instructions and enter the necessary information. And then automatically the screen can be generated very, very easily, like building a block. So the application screen can be created very easily. Usually, when the insurance is developed from scratch, it takes about 2 years, and it costs over hundreds of millions of yen, but we can make it faster tenfold, and we can decrease the cost and time as well. And it's already available for the insurance agencies. And this is the change that we can see from our solutions. The estimate is created by Excel, and it's entered to the system manually. But if we can solve this issue by the no-code platform, the data is automatically reflected by just entering the information. Protosure can make operations more efficient. But it's not just a development tool, but we can provide new opportunities for insurers in various fields. And we already conduct a hackathon by providing free of charge development environment to generate new businesses. The first hackathon was conducted by involving 8 big enterprise sponsors to generate these great ideas. So we are the platform that aims to create a new insurance platform. Thank you very much. Mr. Asakawa, thank you very much for the presentation. And let's move on to the next presentation by MEBAIS. The presenter is the Representative Director, CPO of MEBAIS, Mr. Sho Tokuda. Thank you very much. Let me introduce what we do at MEBAIS. When it comes to MEBAIS, for medical institutions, we provide services, including healthcare workers, in order to prevent the workload for the healthcare workers. And it's going to be beneficial for the patients as well. Mainly, we are focused on these. Doctors create clinics and hospitals. They are experts in the medicine, but they are not a professional in economy. So that's why we decided to provide support for them. We were doing the AI consulting, and I'm also an engineer. We also have engineer members. So 3 members are running this company. In the healthcare field, there is this flow for the medical insurance. 10% and 30% medical cost is covered by the patients, but the remaining cost is covered by this kind of flow, which requires cumbersome procedures. And the data is processed like this. So the data is exchanged in CSV file, and AI analyzes this to make it more efficient. So that's what we have built. So it's really cumbersome and behind the scenes in the operation. And BPO and BPOS is our business model. We are engineers, so when a doctor runs hospitals and clinics, they can consult with us in terms of what they want to do. And when they have trouble, they can feel free to come to us. And we provide services for them. So this is a Tokyo Financial Award. So what is going to be beneficial at the end of the day? So we accumulated the data for the claim. We accumulated the data, plus we have AI engineers, and we also create our Gen AI. At the end of the day, when doctors write a medical record, we aim to create automatically the medical document. We are now accumulating data to realize that in the future. Going forward, there are many things that we'd like to achieve. That's all for my presentation. Thank you very much. Mr. Tokuda, thank you very much for your presentation. And next presentation is by FAB. The presenter is the CEO of FAB, Mr. Tai Ishikawa. Please come to the stage. How can I change the slide? I'm sorry. So a person in charge will be coming to you. I'm Ishikawa from Life FAB. Thank you very much. First off, I would like you to be aware of this. About 80% of the Japanese people are worried about the life plan after retirement. On the other hand, like we saw in 2019, we had an issue of 20 million yen for retirement, after retirement. But this amount is not sufficient for the retirement. The pension amount differs from person to person, and the life plan is different. So how much amount can we save, should we save to enjoy the life after retirement? But many people don't have a specific idea to realize that. At Life FAB, we have been focused on this area, which means if everyone has ID and a password, they will get to learn how much they need and how much pension they are likely to receive and how long they need to work and what kind of asset needs to be accumulated. This integrated platform will enable them to learn about those. Specifically, for example, it's really different from family budgeting. The wage information and the talent information, we receive those information from enterprises to analyze how long people need to work and how much they can get from the pension after retirement. Specifically, what is going to be visible? For example, on the left side, you can see the pension dashboard. In the US and in Netherlands and in Sweden, the governments are working on this. In Japan, we have payment data by Japan Pension Service. We analyze that. We can see how much pension people are likely to receive, and iDeCo, NISA, retirement, severance, and payment amount. Those information are aggregated. And the asset management post-retirement, do they need to work furthermore and do they need to downsize their life? Those are the options. And this is under patent application, but we have built this platform to enable people to learn these things. And I myself have been working in this pension field for 10 years. And I'm also engaged in the financial education, working with companies in many fields. And we have a lot of shareholders, including the stakeholders in the pension field. We have been developing this pension platform for the past 4 years. This is the company's vision. We'd like to remove the worries about the future so that people can enjoy their life. People were worried about money after the retirement, but with our platform, it's going to be a goal, not a worries. And the financial well-being has a great impact on the corporate performance. So please feel free to reach out to us if you have an interest in this field. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ishikawa. Next presentation is from Nomura Research and Advisory. Presenter is Nomura Research and Advisory Management Director, Mr. Ryo Yamaguchi. The floor is yours. Hello, everyone. I'm Management Director of Nomura Research and Advisory, Yamaguchi. Do I have a material? Okay, thank you. Through Surge Fund, we provide a business succession service, so that's what I'd like to share with you. Japan Surge platform, we call it JSFP, including Nomura Holdings, central financial institution, regional financial institution, and public institutions. We have 5.8 billion yen scale fund. That's what we manage. So what is search fund? In short, people who are willing to try management of the business, and mid and small scale businesses who's looking for the talents. So this is a financial system. We can connect those two parties. Here is a characteristic of search fund. So searcher is the characteristic. People who are willing to try business management, and they look for companies to success and do investigation, make a plan, and they can be the management of the business. And those process will be done one person with a strong initiative, strong ownership. So this will be done by one person. So solid plan, and even in a difficult situation, the person has to have resilience, and that's what can be achieved by search fund. Investors, business management, and searchers. So this brings three side benefits. Investors wants to have solid return. We can provide opportunity for that. And businesses looking for the business successor, like business owners or people working in the firm, we can provide a person who can success the business. And people who would like to be a searcher, we can provide opportunity to try it. And we can provide experience and opportunities. So that's how it works. JSFP make investment to the businesses, and we help them succeed in success of the searchers. By making this successful cycle work, we can contribute to the society's mid and small sized business so that we can contribute to the local economy. Thank you very much, Mr. Yamaguchi. Now we'll move on to the presentation by foreign business operators. Presentation will be done in English. If you'd like to listen to Japanese, you can select channel 1 through your receiver on site. For those listening online, you can select language section from the screen at the bottom of the screen. First, presentation from Fresh Supply. Presenter is Fresh Supply CEO, co-founder, Mr. David Indelius. The floor is yours.
Start your presentation.
Yep. Thank you for this opportunity. Again, David Indelius from FSCO, FISCO, or Fresh Supply Co. Now, our proposal for the Tokyo Financial Award is an AI agent or AI assistant to replace repetitive human tasks, not GPT-level general purpose tasks, one that is fit for purpose for complex business practices or processes. Back and middle office workflows for financial, credit and risk, ESG, and tokenization workflows. The difference between an AI agent or AI assistant is that it puts together multiple complex tasks from multiple data streams, be those documents, and especially with Japan being so document heavy, is a perfect or is a very sensible application for a non-technical user here to be able to use natural language to instruct the AI from any document to get multiple tasks completed in one single workflow. It's as simple as using natural prompts, asking, translate to Japanese, what is the task, etc. Very simple prompts from non-technical users. And this goes well beyond OCR, optical character recognition. This is human-level outcomes, asking, Who are the two parties that are trading with each other? What is the amount? What are the terms of trade? Has tax been applied? Not just money. What is the tax rate? Double check the line items. Are they equivalent to the pre-tax total? Again, operations that humans typically do. So one of the benefits is the elimination of fatigue. Poor quality documents that look like that, which are then reinterpreted, reimagined, and put into something that is very clean. And here you see the power of a summary. This is exactly what is happening in a human's mind in a specific business unit that's doing credit analysis. Next. This is extremely powerful. Please pay attention to this summarization here in Japanese. This is a Mandarin document that is prompted in English. This is the exact prompt that was used, a brief summary, and the output is in Japanese. So the different entries, who has issued it, delivery information, and purchase order description. I'll speed it up here. It becomes even more powerful when we start talking about multiple documents at once. Imagine processing 3, 4, 5 documents in a single workflow and doing that 5 times. That's something that feels like, I would say, superpowers. This is the benefit. At least 66% reduction in the time for tasks and greater than 99% accuracy if with good quality prompts. You can have the same process consistently applied whether you're in Sydney, Sao Paulo, or Tokyo, and it is fast. At least 2/3 time and up to 10 times faster than a human being can do this around the clock. This is being applied and in use by governments, federal government. We are debuting our solution to the MasterCard multi-token network, and lastly, in the banking sector. Now, these are our plans. We've established our KK here in Tokyo and our growing distribution of this product here for the Japanese market. But if you are interested in how this could affect positively your organization by maintaining productivity and significant decreases in costs, please come and see me, and I'd love to demo this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Indelius. Now we'll move on to the presentation conducted online. We have 3 companies. First, Desiderata Impact Ventures. Presenter is from Desiderata Impact Ventures, Strategy Founders Office, Mr. Shulte Shinha. Sorry, Miss Shulte Shinha. Sorry.
No worries. Hi, hello everyone. So I belong to the founder's office. Unfortunately, the founder was not able to be present today, and that's where. So next, should we start?
Yes, please, over to you.
Next slide,
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So we are from India. So essentially, at India, we are the leading supply chain partners. So if we move on to the next slide, please. So we are the first choice for our supply chain partners. So what we exactly do is we provide loans to the smaller retailers. Now we are one of the first companies in India that has revolutionized the underwriting in such a way that we can actually provide very efficient and very responsible supply chain financing solutions to our supply chain partners, which are the eventual retailers. So when you look at the supply chain, you have the brands, and then you have the larger distributors and the retailers. In majority of the cases, majority of the funding and financing goes to these larger distributors, but nobody really caters to the needs of the final retailers or the smaller buyers. And this is where we've been able to create a significant mark in India, and we plan to replicate the same in the Japanese market. So just a quick background about ourselves. So we are currently the largest corporate-led retail finance player with an extensive footprint across 10 plus industries, and we have 800,000 plus buyers on our platform. So we leverage the data of these buyers, and we're able to provide extremely customized solutions, financing solutions to these customers. So we've disbursed around 3 billion plus loans in the past 3-4 years. Then we have an end-to-end digital process with a pan-India coverage. So we've also been awarded twice by IFC, and so far we've raised 100 million plus from marquee investors like Google, Tiger Global, Sequoia Capital, Creation Investments, and so on. Next slide, please. Yeah, so what we essentially solve for is the glaring gap that exists in the supply chain. That is, as I said, nobody really caters the needs of the smaller buyers or the retailers, and the opportunity at stake here is almost 100 billion plus, and that is where we come into the picture. Next slide. Yeah, so now coming, so what these essentially, why do these smaller buyers face such challenges? Because these smaller buyers have no collateral, they have an absence of credit history, and that is where we use our unique, revolutionary underwriting processes and algorithms to ensure that their purchasing history is taken care of and we're able to provide appropriate financing solutions to them. Next slide. Yeah, so here we work with the entire ecosystem to identify the right set of buyers. We contact their brands to understand what type of solutions these buyers would require. And then finally, we design these solutions. So that makes our products very customized and very much close to what these retailers require. So that makes us very different from the other solutions. Next slide. So how we plan to target? So we already have in the Indian market, we do have partnership with some of these brands like Panasonic, Sony. So we plan to leverage the same partnerships and also explore newer partnerships in the Japanese market. The next slide. Yeah, so this is where we plan to target the right set of brand partners, FI partners, then build absolutely extremely useful relationships with our customers, and have the right pricing and customer engagement strategies in place. Next slide. So this is where we would like to spend a little bit more time. So as I said, so we have an extensive footprint in 10 plus industries with almost 800,000 buyers on our platform. And despite all this, we have a I would say a delinquency of less than 1%, where majority of the other players in the industry have a higher delinquency. We've disbursed 3 billion plus loans, raised capital worth 100 million plus, and we have a merchant network of almost 100 corporates. So this is where we've able to create a mark in the industry from an investment perspective, but also on the customer perspective. I would like to highlight that we've been able to cater to a lot of very the minority groups. Like we've been our 30% of our customer segment is women entrepreneurs, and we've been able to year on year increase this percentage on a year on year level. Further, we are proud to say that we've been able to reach out to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well, and we are slowly planning to increase our reach in the rural as well. And finally, we've been able to absolutely reach out to the micro segment in the small and medium business sector space. So 80% of our customers have less than $10,000 turnovers, and 60% have less than 150 dollar turnovers. So this is where we've been able to create a significant impact on our customers and yet produce extremely good results for our investors as well. Moving on to the next slide, please. Yeah, all this has been possible, of course, with our leadership. So if you see our founders, Pallavi and Himanshu, so both of them have had significant experience in the World Bank, IFC, Standard Chartered, and Barclays. So, and we've also been able to hire a lot of top management leaders. So, using all their support, we are truly building a, a great platform in India, and we plan to see if we can leverage the same skills and also expand into the Japanese market. So I think this is where we I think it's been a great opportunity. Thanks, Tokyo Financial Services, for this.
Ms. Shinha, thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Thank you. 続きまして、
The next presentation is by Carbon Credit Market. The presenter is founder and CEO of the Carbon Credit Market, Mr. Chris Mack. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, my name is Chris Mack. I'm CEO and founder of Carbon.Credit, an exchange for carbon credits and renewable energy. You could go to the next slide, please. There we go. So a quick background around myself. In 2019, I built the Binance derivatives engine, the largest crypto exchange in the world. And before that, I spent 20 years on Wall Street building various trading systems for banks, including JP Morgan, Credit Suisse, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Bloomberg, and also Galaxy Digital. Carbon.Credit is a patent pending exchange, and we have the ability to aggregate and trade various different projects. The key difference between carbon trading and other different types of assets is that carbon credits and their projects are unique, and their pricing is specific to a number of parameters, including the project location that it's in, the type of project, such as wind, solar, agricultural, the methodology or the specific processes that are being used, and even the date or the vintage that the asset is produced. All these variables make each asset very unique, and because of that, they're bespoke, and they don't trade as much as a generic commodity like a gold or an oil, but they trade more like an individual asset, something more like a specific property in real estate and so on. And what we've been able to do is come up with a new aggregated order book in a way that we can trade all these assets. Carbon.Credit is fully launched. It launched last year. We have a number of advantages. We have 100 million in carbon credits already in LOI, and we have already onboarded a number of key partners and traders, including hedge funds and an OTC desk. We have already integrated with the major registries, including Vera, Gold Standard, UCR, IREX, and MREX. And we have already listed other partner projects, including Toucan, Clima, Moss, and Jasmine Energy. The technology is blockchain optional, so we do support blockchain or digital assets, but it's not required, so we support both. Of course, you can go to Carbon.Credit and sign up and start trading. Some key features about the platform itself: it is very high performance and can trade up to 100,000 orders a second. And the order book, of course, supports many different order types, including market, limit, stop, and other advanced types. Probably most importantly is RFQ, or request for a quote, which is used for negotiated sessions. And essentially, it's designed to support OTC trading. In addition to that, we have a feature that's built for RIAs, or asset managers, called Trading on Behalf of, so that a broker can trade for a list of their own clients. All these features make the entire platform unique, and we have a key advantage in the industry. And because of that, we've recently spoken at a number of different events, including at Davos and COP28, and we've had a very high demand of projects to list on the platform. That's it for our presentation. Thank you.
Mr. Chris Mack, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your presentation. And let's move on to the next presentation by Earthtide and Labs. The presenter is the CEO of the company, Stenber Jerk. The floor is yours.
Hi there. I'm Stenber, CEO of SolidWorks, and we're building financial infrastructure for funding new carbon initiatives. Can you put the next slide, please? So my background, I've been in environmental assets for decades, started multiple companies there. I was founder of Agrono, which is the leading climate tech company in Central Eastern Europe. And we actually started by helping farmers become carbon farmers. And we found out that, we were going to farmers, we were telling that, hey, why don't you become environmentally friendly? Just do some business changes, and in 5 years you can get paid. Now, that was an insane pitch to a farmer who are very conservative and who have done this for generations, and then telling them that somewhere in the future they can get paid. That's the de facto state of the entire carbon industry right now. Capital is always in the future. So we started solving it. Like, how can you make sure these people actually change? And that's how SolidWorks was born. And together with Al William, who was also an agronom, he was the leading AI architect over there. We together founded SolidWorks. Next slide, please. And we're backed by some of the top VC funds in the world, some of the greatest advisors who have the Tandem Bank ex-CEO of Tandem Bank, Ricky Knox, who was the first green bank in UK, or Great Rock, one of the biggest VC funds in the world, and so on. Next slide, please. The key issue we're solving is that currently it's really hard to start the carbon project. And it's hard because there's a huge lack of transparency in how much you're even going to get paid. There's a lot of documentation you need to fill out. It's very confusing. And at the end of the day, your margins are very compressed because of all the middlemen that are out there. So it's actually not very lucrative business to be in at all at this point. Next slide, please. So we wanted to change that. We wanted to provide a novel technique to have funding opportunities, so that the project producers will clearly know ahead of time how much they're going to get paid and when are they going to get paid, and they could actually use this capital years ahead of time to expand their operations. In other words, get working capital. And the best financial vehicle to do that we saw is forward financing. That's giving capital upfront at discount, and they deliver carbon credits at a later date. And we created a fully automated and standardized system that does the price discovery, discounts, and creates deep liquidity so people can start trading these forward contracts. Next slide, please. So, yeah, we've launched. We have multiple millions of live, 6 projects across 5 countries. We're launched our Geos market in the winter. These numbers are somewhat outdated. We have way more trading volume. We got institutional partners across OTC desks and hedge funds, other prop trading desks. Next slide, please. And the core of how it works is that there's liquidity pools. It's a blockchain technology where producers can sell their future produce away anytime they need working capital, and it is sold into liquidity pools. And then on the other end, corporates like banks or traders or other buyers, they can come and source forward credits from those liquidity pools, and the terms are transparent, they're public, they're liquid. Everybody sees exactly what the prices are and what are they going to get and cold hard cash flows between the players. It really just greases the wheels and makes everything move faster. Next slide, please. And we launched our GEOS market, which is the renewable energy production in Europe. In the winter, we got around 50 gigawatt hours live over there, expanding rapidly as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, as we all know, the environmental assets are a huge market opportunity, and across renewable energy and carbon credits, we need to support these players who are doing work on the ground and making sure they get capital early on, not 5 years into the future. Next slide, please. And yeah, we're very excited to get this to work in Japan as well. For especially Japan has lots of mangrove projects. We want to support those and make sure they can get capital to expand the mangrove restoration in Japan. And Japan is also one of the leading players with J credits, which has a lot of similarities with traditional VCM. It's clear that the forward contracts there are also very relevant. It will remove the risk from Japanese corporations if they use forward financing vehicles. We have thorough risk assessments with every project. And at the same time, it will bring capital to the players on the ground so they can move faster and start expanding their operations. That's it. Thank you.
Mr. Duke, thank you very much for your presentation. With this, we finished all the presentations from 11 companies. It's now at 3:29. For the next 3 minutes, would you like to receive the votes for this audience award? Please look at the QR code from your guidebook on the screen, and please feel free to vote to choose one company which is the most innovative for the audience award. The overview of all the 11 companies are displayed on the screen, so please take a look at it. And please make sure that you have one vote per person. And please refrain from voting if you are involved member of the companies and awarded companies in the event.
Now 3:37. So now we are finishing to accept the voting. Thank you for voting. We are calculating the voting. So please have a seat and wait until we have the result. After the calculation, we are going to present a trophy. We are currently calculating the voting. Please wait for us a little bit more at your seat. When we finish the calculation, we'll provide a trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. We'd like to announce the result of Audience Award. Manager of the Office for Startup in Global Financial City Strategy, Mr. Miyatake, is presenting the winner of the Audience Award. Thank you for your presentation, 11 business operators. Tokyo Financial Award 2023 Audience Award goes to CycalTrust. Congratulations. CycalTrust, congratulations. We'd like to present a trophy to CycalTrust as a winner of Audience Award. Congratulations. We are taking a ceremonial photo. Thank you very much. We'd like to have a comment from Ms. Okawa now. I'm Okawa from cycaltrust. We are honored to receive such an award. Our service can be used for a wide range of people. If you are interested in our service, I am more than happy to talk with you. Thank you. Congratulations, cycaltrust, Ms. Okawa. Once again, please give them a warm round of applause. Tokyo Financial Award 2023. We are finishing all the programs of the ceremony. I hope you enjoyed it. QR code in your guidebook or in the screen of the Zoom, you can access a questionnaire. So we'd like to hear your comment and feedback for the ceremony. Thank you for joining the ceremony until the end.